Okay, it's time for the really cool part of this song. Now, I'm just going to give you a disclaimer. I do know how to play it, but this is not something that I spend a lot of time doing, and so I am not the most clean in the world at playing it right now. I could get there if I needed to, just like any of you. It requires some practice and some focus on this, and currently I am probably going to make some mistakes, but I will show you the right notes. Okay, so especially when we start going through it over and over, I'd say I'm going to focus on making sure I get the right hand correct. The left hand is repetitive and just keeps doing the same thing over and over. So I apologize, it's going to be a little sloppy from time to time, but I can show you how to play it, and I'm going to. But one of my Achilles heels is I'm not particularly good at boogie-woogie stuff, just because that requires a certain amount of, you need to use your wrist that way a lot to be comfortable with that and do it well, and I just don't do a ton of it, so as a result I'm kind of weak at that. That's just my disclaimer, but don't worry, I will get the job done. So the part that we're going to learn is this thing. So we've gone... So let's break this down and see what's going on. First of all, when you're coming out of the last verse, the last chorus, or whatever you want to call it, you just want to play an F chord, boom, and then grunt. And then you're ready to start. So F. Double F's in the bass on octaves, and then A, C, and F. And then you're ready to start. So what does the left hand do? Over and over it does this. It goes F, A, B flat, D, G, B, C, E, A, C sharp, D, C, B, D, C, E. And then it does it in boogie-woogie style where you play octaves, pinky to thumb, pinky to thumb. So watch and listen. Full speed's about like here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, that's basically all is F, A, B flat, D, G, B, C, E, A, C sharp, D, C, B flat, D, C, E. And you just do that about 4 times in a row. So where the real trick is in the right hand. So what you have here, I want you to find middle C, form an F chord around it, F up here, C, A below it. Now, the lick goes like this. You put your index finger on an A flat and toggle up to an A. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, and then there's the rest of your chords. So it's A flat, A, and then C and F together. Ba-da-dum, bum, and then it's a B flat chord. B flat, D, and F. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, down, ba-da-dum, down, ba-dum, okay, so that's your first lick. Ba-da-dum, down. Then you do the same thing You start on a B flat and you do a G chord, ba-da-dum, and resolve to a C chord. So B flat, B, and then D and G, ba-da-dum, and then a C chord, C, E, and G. So you were down here, ba-da-dum. Now you do the same thing on an A chord to a D minor. So C, C sharp, and then E and A to the D minor chord, which is D, F, and A. So watch that. Then the next thing is a B flat chord, D, F, and B flat. 1, 2, 3, bum, bum. So that's an F chord, C, F, and A, to a C chord, C, E, G. So let's look at that whole line right there. Again. Let's throw that left hand in there. So you go through the left hand thing once all by itself, and then you start adding the right hand. Okay, so let's look at where the right hand comes in. See? Ba-dum. So it's on the and of 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 bottom. Okay, so I'm just gonna play that a few times. So that's the first part of it. The next part in your right hand, you go but just like you're used to. And now you're on to this F chord. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Do the B flat chord. So remember, this F chord is A, C, and F. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. And here we go to B flat, D, and F. Ba 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and da da, ba 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it's G, ba 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 ba, C C C. So B D and G, B D D, C, C E and G. And then it's the A chord, which is C sharp, E and A, to a D minor, D, F, and A. And then back to this thing, which is a B flat chord, D, F, and B flat, to the F chord, C, F, and A, to the C chord, C, E, and G. So again, here's what it sounds like without all that talking. So let's just look at that one section with the left hand. So let's look at what we've learned so far all the way from the beginning here. One more time. Okay, so now the right hand does something a little different. It goes up an octave and starts on this whole A flat to A and then F chord thing, just like we did down here, except it's up an octave. A flat, A. Okay, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. That's a B flat and a D, for those of you who can't see. A flat, A, and then C and F together, B flat and D, and then it is A, B flat, B. Now this is D and G together. Okay, so watch how that works. So A, B flat, B, then D and G together, toggle to B, then D and F together, little space, and then a C chord, G, C, and E. Okay, and then from there it goes to this A thing where it's C, C sharp, and then E and A together. Ba-dum bump, ba-dum bump. Then you come down with your thumb on an A below, ba, and then you have kind of a thing going where you're going to be playing a couple notes with like your digits over here, your pinky and your middle finger, and toggling back and forth with your thumb a little bit. It goes like so. So let me break that down. Ba-da-bump. Then it's A, D and F, C and E flat to an A. So D and F to an A, C and E flat to an A. Then B flat and D to an F. Then D and F to a G, to C and E, to A, to E and A. And when you play it all in context like that, like this, it goes. Oops, excuse me, let me try that again. So let's take a look at so again, real slow. Let's look at that section with the left hand as well. Just to get the left hand started, here we go. 2, 3. When you get up here to this high A and E, you can toggle back down again to A if you want, or you can just let it be. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And then we're going to be on a D minor chord next. But so let's look at the whole line. I'm going to play it slow a few times. I'm going to try really hard not to make any mistakes in the right hand. I can't promise you about the left, so just remember the left is always going F, F, A, B flat, D, D, G, G, B, B, D, D, you know, G, G, B, B, C, C, E, A, C sharp, D, D, C, C, B flat, D, D, C, C, E flat, you know, E. So it just always does that. Okay. In with the right hand now. again. Here we go, yes. I'm going to do it one more time slow, and then I'll play it at full tempo, and we're going to move on. And here we go. Okay, and full tempo, you're coming. We'll look at the next part of the instrumental section in the next part of this video. See you there.